Did it really happen? That long ago day by the sea? Sometimes I think I made it up. But then I scrunch my eyes tight. And bits and pieces flow back to me. I see the ocean again, wild and unforgiving. I smell the salt and the seaweed. Where the storm blew up out of nowhere. But most of all, I see them. Mother and father. I remember how he looked at her. As if love could stop time in its tracks. As if love could keep us safe forever.
Body to the ground, earth to earth, ashes to ashes, dust to dust, in the sure and certain hope of the resurrection to eternal life.
Mother's relatives left like they came, black as scarecrows and cold as a grave. They're my flesh and blood, but just looking at them gave me the shivers. needs us. She needs us. She needs us.
Emily? Oh, no. Emily? Emily? Are you all right?
She was scared of the storm.
I know. But Elfkin, let's go home.
Busted. Now we're in for it. How bad? Worse than the evil eye and the devil's curse. I'm doomed, Father. Look. 7 years bad luck.
That, my sweet, is an old wives' tale.
How old?
Oh, very old.
How come it's old wives and not old husbands?
Old husbands are bores, and women tell better tales than men. It's a known fact. Now drink up while it's still hot.
Jane Page's grandmother broke a mirror, and terrible things happened. Her teeth fell out and her hair turned white overnight.
No. Is that true?
Maybe not. Jane tells awful whoppers, but I suppose if you're going to tell a whopper, it might as well be interesting. I wouldn't mind if my hair turned white, but no teeth would be dreadful.
Why?
I could never eat a taffy apple again.
And that'd be decidedly a drawback.
Father, can I ask a question?
Could I stop you?
Why did Mother go back to the grave? Why didn't she stay? I wanted her to stay so badly.
Emily, you know why.
Because she's dead?
That's right.
But she didn't look dead. She looked alive.
But you miss her so very much. You feel her presence so strongly in your life that it makes her seem real.
Don't you ever see her?
Yes, I do. There are times when she seems so alive that Little elf, come here. Now tell me, how did she look? Was she beautiful?
Very. She wore a yellow dress, but she was awfully frightened.
Well, that's because of the storm. She was always afraid of storms. Ever since she was a child, it seems there'd been an accident involving a young cousin who fell down a well. And it happened on a night just like this one.
What happened? Did he crack his head open?
No, he survived, and he grew up at New Moon with your mother and with Aunt Elizabeth.
Ew, the one with the mean lips.
Elizabeth, she has a strange hold on all the Murrays. She filled your mother's head with every fear imaginable, especially the dread of nature's wrath. And she wasn't all wrong. There is cruelty in nature. And those who live by the sea, they learn it young. But there is also beauty and laughter, too. Depends on the stories you tell yourself. I like to think of thunder as God moving his furniture around. And the wind is a beautiful siren of the sea crying for her lost love.
What about the moon?
The moon is the eye of heaven, God's sentinel, watching over children as they sleep.
Number 1, it's boring. Number 2, it's boring. Number 3, the new teacher is as dull as dishwater.
Give the poor fellow a chance, Emily. He's only just started.
Father, I spent all day yesterday on decimals. All day on a dot. I will never care about a dot if I live till 1,000. Jane and I laugh ourselves silly the way he marches around banging a big stick on everyone's desk.
Emily, try to be kind. All students find fault with their teachers.
Your mother's professor, and she didn't find fault with you.
That's true.
She fell madly in love with you.
Elfkin, we were in college. We were older.
You don't have to be old to fall in love. And I can assure you, I will never fall in love with a vain little peacock like Mr. Morse.
8 2s are?
16.
8 3s are?
24.
8 4s are?
32.
8 5s are?
40.
8 6s are?
48.
8 7s are?
56.
8 8s are?
64.
8 9s are?
72.
Well, what do we have here? Look at me, I'm speaking to you. Who are you? I said, look at me. I said, look at me. Filthy clothes, dirty nails, any nits? Of course you have nits, you're an Indian. All Indians have nits, they eat them fried for lunch. What is your name? Your name. Your name, son. Are you so stupid you don't know your name? What is your name?
What quiz?
That's not a name. What does it mean? Speak up.
Little fox.
Oh, little fox. So what we have here is a mangy little fox. Who sent you here, fox? Why are you here?
To learn.
What? What? I can't hear you. Speak when spoken to.
No! Stop that!
My way!
Please don't hit him! He's scared!
Devil!
Run quick! He'll kill you!
You! Defy me, will you? Interfere, will you? I'll teach you a lesson you'll never forget.
Emily? Emily? Sweetheart?
You lay a hand on another child again?
Oh, you promised it wouldn't hurt.
I lied. Douglas, I'll look at that hand of yours now.
It's nothing. Doesn't matter.
Ow. Dr. Ned?
Mm-hmm.
Ow. Father says I don't have to go back to that school ever again. He's going to teach me himself. Me and Walquist. Well, that's my new friend. He can't read or write.
Emily, your father's hand needs tending. Fetch some more salt water. Good and hot. Here's a girl. Morrison isn't a nobody. There'll be hell to pay.
Grown men who beat children. Scum of the earth.
Ah, This particular scum is an uncle who sits on your college board. Very rich uncle. Contributes handsomely to your salary. That thought didn't flit across your mind, did it?
I would have done the same thing if it had.
Douglas, your pulse is wild. Chest pain? Don't play games with me. I've warned you before. It's critical you tell me. Are you in pain? You are. Are you taking your medication?
It isn't a cure, Ned. It is not a cure.
But there are new things. It's amyl nitrate. There's no need to suffer.
The water's good and hot. I put heaps of salt in.
You did?
It'll sting like the blazes, but don't try to be brave.
Oh, I won't.
Just yell.
Yes, I'll scream my head off, Elfman.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. R, S, T, U, V, W, X.
Oh, that's very good work.
Y, Z.
Long face there, Emily. Is it really that difficult?
Father, you know I despise decimals. Why can't I just read a novel instead?
Well, when you're finished. Till then, no monkey business. From either of you. I'll be upstairs in the dean's office.
Finally.
You read all those?
These and a million more. I cried buckets over this one. It's my favorite, David Copperfield. It's about a boy whose father dies and his mother marries a miserable man. I'm born, whether I shall turn out to be the hero of my own life, or whether that station will be held by anyone else. These pages must show. Isn't that the most splendid beginning you ever heard?
Never heard no beginning before. Stick in a half moon, D.
D for Dickens. That's the author. That's what I'm going to be when I grow up. All the shelves on the island will be stuffed full of books written by me, Emily Bird Starr. What's wrong? Quick.
The dean owes me plenty of favors. You mark my words. Douglas Starr's teaching days are over.
Very commendable, very noble, extremely stupid. What did you achieve?
Peace of mind.
And peace of mind puts bread on the table, does it?
Ned, either I have principles or I don't. What would you have done?
Being an unprincipled lout, I would have sunk to my knees and begged for a chance to redeem myself. Butler's Erewhon. Let's borrow this sometime. They say he was a lunatic, too.
The dean sided with them.
This surprised
The
you?
dean of my own college condones child beating. We are enlightened men on the cusp of the 20th century, and I ask you, how could I, of all people, remain there?
Better yet, how could they keep you? Take it when needed. Don't argue with me.
You know, maybe it was meant to be. A chance to spend time with Emily. She needs me now more than ever.
Mother, is it you? If you're there, give me a sign. It is you. I can feel you all around me. Hold still. Hold me tight.
Emily, Mr. Morrison make big stink. He goes crazy. My mother says we have to leave.
Woke us, no.
We moved to Minigo. My people will teach me. Never see you no more, Emily. Here.
What's this?
Sweetgrass, you make a fire? Great Spirit will come. Whoosh, up goes the smoke. Carry your prayers to Niscom.
Thank you, Woquist. I'll never forget you.
Never forget Emily. Teach me stick and half moon, D for Dickens. But now we say goodbye. Déjeuner, niane, déjeuner, niano,
Déjeuner, niane, déjeuner, niano, déjeuner, niano. Jane! Jane, wait up! I'm not allowed to speak to you. Why not? Because. Why because? Because you're a Jonah. You take that back. Will not. My mother says there's a curse in your family. That's why you have bad luck. A curse? Those rich aunts of yours, the ones on the Murray side. What about them? One has the evil eye, and you look just like her, so you've got it too, and that makes you a witch.
Jane Page, you get away from that girl this instant.
Sticks and stones may break my bones, but names will never hurt me.
Emily!
I hate her with a purple passion. She says I'm a witch. Boom! I hope you get a wood in your nose the size of a pumpkin. Oh, the job. Oh, Father, I'm such a ninny. What happened?
They changed their minds, sweetheart. Seems our Mr. Morrison has them running scared. Add this to my account, Mr. Clark. Oh, and a bag of cinnamon drops for the young lady.
Heard what happened over at the college. Nasty piece of work, that. The thing is, you being out of work and all, well, I got a business to run. I'm afraid I'll be needing cash on the barrelhead from now on.
I see. Well, then add up what I owe you, Mr. Clark, and I'll send Emily over in the morning with the money.
20, 30, $1.22. Oh, today's order, another 10. Not counting the candy, that's another penny.
Keep the candy, Mr. Clark. That's $1.32, Father. Decimal after the 1.
Oh, no hard feelings. On the house, Emily.
No, thank you. I lost my taste for cinnamon. Shall we go, Father?
There it is, Hopkins. 30 pieces of silver from Mr. Clark.
Is all the money we have in the world in that box?
Every penny.
It's not a very big box.
It's not a lot of money, but it should tide us over until we get to Charlottetown.
You heard from them? Dear Professor Starr, we would be delighted if you would.
accept the position of chief editorial writer for the Daily Patriot starting immediately. A writer, a chief. Oh, Father, I can't imagine anything more romantic than writing for a living.
Well, I take it you approve?
Approve? It's my dream. I'm aching to be a writer someday.
Emily, sweet girl, please, don't wait until someday.
Your voice went so odd just then. It gave me goosebumps. But aren't goosebumps interesting, Father? Little fingers of truth pop, pop, pop all over your skin.
Fingers of truth? And you want to wait for someday? My God, Emily, you're a writer now.
Yes?
Yes, of course you are. It's as much a part of you as the nose on your face.
But my nose is so ordinary.
Nothing about you is ordinary. And I thank my lucky stars that the Daily Patriot didn't see you before. They'd have snapped you up and left me begging.
Now you're teasing me.
Well, only partly. But you have the gift. I know it, you know it, you're a writer, Emily. Words are your calling, and never deny the words of your heart, Elfkin. You're a poet. Mankind cannot survive without poets.
Words drive me mad. I can never find the right one.
Spoken like a true poet.
Father, I have a feeling Charlottetown will change our destiny.
More, truth bumps?
No. This time it's deeper. This time I feel it straight down in my bones. To begin my life with the beginning of my life, as I have been informed and believe, on a Friday night, 12 o'clock, cheaters never prosper. But it's a perfect beginning. Yes, and Dickens thought of it first. If you can't be original, don't call yourself a writer. I can so be original. Just wait and see. Time will tell.
Well, not another. Napoleon's army moved across Europe with less. I swear that cat's got 9 lives. She's left down from there so many times, it's a wonder her neck isn't broken. Better let me.
Here, I can do it. No. I'll get it.
Edgar, you get down from there! Father, be careful!
I'm all right, sweetheart.
Hey, Pussins.
Don't let him die. you hear me? Why won't he speak? What's wrong?
Lovely boiled mutton. I'll just set it down here and the girl can feed him.
Where's your sense, woman? You can't eat solids. Take this foul-smelling mess out of here.
No need to bite my head off. Pittance of the pain.
Emily. You must be very brave and very strong and understand what I'm telling you. He'll sleep for a good long while. If he wakens, he's to have nothing but water. There's medicine for the pain. I must go now. Ellen Green will stay until I return in the morning.
I don't want her here. She's awful and she smells worse than the mutton.
Well, she's the best I could do on short notice. You can't be alone, child. Someone must watch him during the night.
Dr. Ned, he is going to get better, isn't he?
I don't know.
Emily?
Wake up!
It weren't my fault. I didn't do nothing.
You're paid to stay awake. Don't stand there staring at me, imbecile. Take her into the kitchen and feed her a hot meal. She looks like death warmed over.
Father! Father!
Big woman like me builds up a powerful appetite. You don't know that. Larder's picked clean. Ain't nothing left to eat. Nowhere in the house.
Get groceries. There's money up there in the box.
What box? I don't see no box.
It was there. You took it, didn't you?
Shut your gob. The doctor will hear you.
Ellen Green, I'm warning you. I have the evil eye, and I will put a curse on you if you don't get the money back by the time I count 3. 1, 2...
There. Take it. And good riddance, I ain't staying here. Not with no dying man.
Bite your tongue. He isn't dying.
Yeah? Everybody knows it but you. Your paw ain't gonna last the night.
You brainless cow. Get out of here before I strangle you.
Dr. Ned, is it true?
Afghan. Do you know where and who I was with just now? I was with your mother, and we were together, and we will be watching over you. Always and always and always and always and always.
Emily, this is your Aunt Elizabeth. Open the door. How long has she been in there?
Since last night.
Alone with a dead man? This is an abomination.
I feel ill. Get hold of yourself, Ruth.
What's she doing in there? You're the doctor. Do something.
I tried. Give her time.
Time? Time for what? Oh. Emily Starr, what you're doing is an unholy thing. You must not remain in the room with the body.
Don't you dare call him a body. He's my father.
Is she singing?
Good God. She's cremating him.
Oh, Wallace, break down the door.
Please leave the room. I'm praying for good spirits to escort my father to heaven.
She's insane. She needs laudanum.
I advise you to let her do this. It's the only way she'll be ready to see him buried.
As it hath pleased Almighty God, we commit his body to the ground, earth to earth, ashes to ashes, dust to dust, in the sure and certain hope of the resurrection to eternal life.
Don't make a spectacle of yourself.
Father.
Who's going to take her? Somebody must. Who will it be?
Certainly not me. I couldn't handle a child like that.
Terrible upbringing. Elizabeth, you should have taken her when Juliet died. Could have whipped her into shape by now.
I should have put a stop to the marriage in the first place.
Oh, the look on her face when the coffin was lowered.
Spoiled little hellion needs a sound thrashing.
Have you ever seen such a pasty white complexion in all your life? And her eyes are enough to scare you half to death. Mark my words, she'll die at a young age, just like her parents.
Well, what's bred in the bone comes out in the flesh.
Of course, we'll have to clothe and feed her. That'll cost a pretty penny. He didn't leave her a red cent.
It's disgraceful. Well, nothing less than I expected. Douglas Starr died as he lived, a failure.
My father was not a failure, and I have no intention of dying young, and I hope you burn in hell for speaking ill of
She
the
was
dead.
on.
Go to your room. Do you hear me? You will go to your room and
I will
stay there.
not. You cannot tell me what to do.
Stop it at once. You will go to your room and stay there until I summon you. Now!
My boys ever spoke to me like that, they wouldn't be able to sit down for a month.
How could Mother be so perfect when her family is so despicable? I detest Uncle Wallace. He looks like an overgrown pig. And Aunt Elizabeth's heart is made of granite.
Emily Starr, come to the study.
Go eat worms.
None of us want the responsibility of raising you. So we've decided to settle the matter by lot. Our names are on these pieces of paper. You will draw one, and that person will give you a home.
You want me to choose my own fate?
I said, draw. Well?
It says Elizabeth Murray. Goodbye, dear room. I'll miss you so much. But don't be sad. I'll fix my bedroom at New Moon just like you. I'll hang you right above my bed. Emily in the glass. He was asleep right beside my bed.
Emily, we can't wait any longer. Good Lord. I am not taking the entire contents of this house to New Moon.
Well, those are my father's things.
That so-called doctor can give them to the church. And this, all of this rubbish.
Elizabeth,
stop!
I don't think that's...
Oh.
I broke Emily in the
That
glass.
cat. I am not taking that cat.
Oh, you might let her bring the cat, Elizabeth.
I'm not interested in your opinion. And leave that sweater behind. Hurry. We haven't gone all day. What's that?
Nothing.
Whoa, whoa. Open the bag.
Oh, no. Please. No, But no!
Emily, we're here. Would you like to see your new home?
I could tell New Moon didn't want me. It was cold and hard like the Murrays. Then and there I made a vow. I am my father's daughter, and no house will ever defeat me, nor will any Murray.